Hey, and we're back as promised with a great interview from writer, director, producer, the multifaceted John Armijo from Mandeville, Louisiana. John, thank you so much.
Thank you, Lee.
For coming and joining us. Now tell us about this great movie, Hell Heist. And that's a great title, by the way.
Hell Heist. What can we tell you about Hell Heist? To summarize it, Hell Heist is, imagine Reservoir Dogs meets Indiana Jones.
Well, tell me you play Mr. Pink, though.
I do have a small role.
Okay.
My character is named Miguel La Sombra, which is the shadow in Spanish. So the idea is there's 6 hardened criminals that have been hired by a crime boss to steal something. They don't know what. It turns out to be an artifact, and things take a different direction there, and it turns into a horror movie at that point.
Well, it's definitely got all the trappings of a B movie. We got hardened criminals, we got ancient artifacts, and then it takes a wrong turn.
Yes.
So I think you got all your bases covered, John. Now, you're the writer and producer?
Produce it and writing it and wrote it. And it's going to have a very grindhouse feel to it, 70s grindhouse.
Okay, so very Tarantino inspired.
Yes, okay,
well,
exactly.
Wonderful. Now tell me kind of what was the genesis for this movie? What sparked you to write this film?
Well, the genesis, I've been working with Michael Anglin for a couple years now, and we started with shorts, and this will be actually a series, a web series.
Okay.
Amazon Prime is the goal. But the challenge that we give ourselves is every single project we do has to be different.
I saw something on the website about a Star Wars film. Tell us a little bit about that, because we're huge Star Wars geeks here. Sorry.
That was 2 summers ago we did. It originally was written as a 3-minute skit. I don't own Stormtrooper outfits, I don't own a Darth Vader outfit, but it was myself, John Mangus, and Brian Held from The Weekend Geek.
Oh, we've had The Weekend Geek here with Brian Held, great guy. Now tell us, when can we start seeing Hell Heist? When is it going to be on Amazon Prime?
We got to film it first. We have the sizzle reel ready to go, but unfortunately, one of our leads, Nathan Smith, who you'll see in the trailer with the big beard, he passed away.
Oh my goodness!
In December,
I'm sorry to hear that.
December a year ago. So we weren't sure if we were going to proceed, scrap it, but talking to everybody, we truly believe, and including his mother, truly believe that he would have wanted us to proceed.
Well, based on what I've saw in the sizzle reel, I think you definitely need to finish, and we're going to show that to our fans here in just a minute. Now, tell us a little bit about more. I checked you out on IMDb. You've got a laundry list of credits. What are some of the best projects you've ever worked on?
Well, I get asked that a lot, and the 100% honest answer, this isn't a fluff answer, is every single project I work on is special for its own reason.
Okay, now that's a cop-out answer, Don. I'm going to call cop-out on that. I'm going to drill it down. What's the favorite project you've worked on? What's the biggest project you've worked on?
The biggest project I've worked on would probably be Jurassic World, the first one.
Okay.
Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, G.I. Joe Logan, Terminator Genesis. I tried to save it.
You tried to save it?
I tried.
We can handle that. Now tell us about when do you think we're going to be shooting some more? When you mentioned that it's kind of on hiatus for Hell Heist. When are we going to resume shooting?
If we could start in January, that'd be great, because we have it broken down into episodes.
Okay.
So we could shoot an episode really in a month.
Okay.
Really.
Now are you going to direct any of the episodes, or are you just still the writer?
I'm the writer and the producer, and that's all. My job is logistics, putting it all together, and Mike comes in, and I've tried directing, and I'm currently directing Devotion, which we mentioned earlier, and trying to get a feel for it, but it's not my strength, so I know my strengths.
Well, I watched the trailer for Devotion. Tell us a little bit about that film.
Devotion started off as a 48-hour film festival entry, 6 minutes long, and as we wrote it and started putting it together, went out and filmed it in 48-hour film festival.
Is that the NOLA 48-hour film?
Yes.
Fans out there, if you haven't ever participated in a 48-hour film festival, join up, volunteer. It's the best time. It's guerrilla filmmaking at its best. It's a mad dash weekend of fun.
Starts at 7 p.m. on Friday, and I did it last year with Jen Foreman, who's also in Hell Heist, plays Abita, and we did one called Magically Me, and we ended up winning, nominated for 7 and won 5 awards.
Well, congratulations on that.
And now that's in some various film festivals around the world right now as well. Magically Me, and
now is that horror? What's the theme of Magically Me?
That's serious, and most people don't expect that from me. But again, this was Jen Foreman's project. She brought me on to help produce it and have a small role. And that's about a young boy on Halloween night comes to terms with his own identity. It's quite serious. Yeah, and a lot of great reactions.
I don't think that's definitely a departure from what I've seen of Hell Heist.
Yes, you're 100% correct.
Okay.
But it fits right into everything we do has to be different.
Okay.
So
I think mission accomplished on
absolutely.
that. Well, tell us anything else you want to share with us?
Yeah, let's see. Well, Hell Heist, our plan is to start on that in January if we can. Devotion, which I mentioned, started off as a 48-hour film festival project, which we knocked out in 48 hours, and it was so well produced. I don't say so myself.
It looked good to me. I'm gonna tip your hat.
For two, actually, what you saw was filmed in 12 hours.
Okay.
With cop cars and some practical explosions and all, we killed it. But as we put it together, you try to cram so much into 6 minutes. We said there's so much more here we can do. Let's lengthen it to 15 minutes. It's still a short, but we can do so much more. So we're actually reshooting the ending and added on some scenes to make it much more suspenseful because it is a horror.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very, very, very happy with the way it's looking so far. And then also next year we're going to start a project by Michael Anglin called The Agent.
Okay, and Michael Anglin's a local coast actor. He's right here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Is that
he's
correct?
In Covington now.
Okay, Covington.
But he's from Mississippi.
Okay, wonderful.
So that's called The Agent. We'll be working on soon as well.
Okay. Now, let me ask this. I ask every guest that comes on the show, favorite horror film?
Favorite horror film? I'd have to go with Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
Okay, let's ask him from
Does
the
that
show.
count?
No, that doesn't count. It's got to be Part 1 if it's going to be Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
The only Part 3 that counts is Friday the 13th Part 3.
Let's
3D, by the way. So.
I like the whole franchise. That's just the one that sticks out.
Okay. Well, we'll let it slide this time. Okay. Well, thank you so much, John, for joining us.
Having me.
And again, here is the sizzle reel to Hell Heist.
Enjoy.
I'm putting together a team. A team made up of the most ruthless yet expendable members of my organization. Big Andy Jackson. The crew calls him Hickory. He's been my go-to guy for years to collect unpaid debts. Miguel La Sombra, international thief extraordinaire, wanted by the FBI and Interpol. No jewel, art, or antiquity he's stolen has ever been recovered. His last name directly translates to the Shadow. Delusional Ross Kincaid fancies himself a modern-day Robin Hood, world's greatest computer hacker. He's crashed the Chinese economy 3 times and Wall Street twice in the last year alone. Abita Worley, one of the world's deadliest assassins. But don't let her size fool you. She's been underestimated every day of her life, and that is her greatest strength. Someone tries to run from me south of the border, I send in this man, El Chingon. He takes care of all of my needs in Central and South America. This is someone that you do not want on your trail. And finally, Marty Dingus, my original foreman and right-hand man. He's taken out more people than most diseases. Although he's been laying low for the last 3 years, he's just the man I need to lead this job. This crew is going to pull off the greatest heist in history. I call it Operation Hell Heist.
It's gonna be a long night.